जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और सातवें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा है। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
Hello and good afternoon, everyone. And thank you so much for joining us on this webinar called Business Opportunity Over Chai. Business Opportunity Over Chai is a webinar series presented by the management of Franchise India every day at 12 o'clock in the afternoon with with an aim to introduce to a new business opportunity. Today, we have a blockchain enabler company brand called Nuchain. Nuchain is layer zero blockchain designed to be the fastest and most efficient, catering to various sectors connected with our daily lives. This technology is believed to be able to transform industries and improve process across multiple sectors. To talk more about this brand and the business opportunity, we will have Jagdish Pandya, is the founder and CEO. Will be joining in shortly. We right now we have Praveet Tiwari. He's the business analyst. We have Diksha is the marketing head. We might soon also have Ajay Ahlawat, the CEO. And from Franchise India side, we have Tarun Agarwal, General Manager, Franchise India. Before we talk about the brand and the business opportunity, I would like to inform all the viewers that you will also have an opportunity to ask questions related to the brand and the business model. I would request you all to please keep on posting your queries into the Q&A box to make this session more interactive. We will take up all your queries post the brand presentation. Now, I would request Praveet to please take the lead and set the context, help us understand the Nuchain by the time JP sir joins. Over to you, Praveet.
Hey all, first of all, very good morning to everyone. Good afternoon, actually. So, at Nuchain, we are basically a blockchain enabler company. We help enterprises, startups to implement blockchain technology in their infrastructure. Now, to give you a perspective about what blockchain technology actually is and what its impact are towards the technical infrastructures and the financial markets. We'll go through the presentation and I will hopefully give you a brief introduction about how blockchain is impacting our daily lives and what we are here about for the franchisee opportunity. So I will be sharing the screen and let's go ahead with that.
Sure.
Okay. Hopefully my screen is visible. Is it visible?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So first of all, at Nuchain, we are trying to build one of the fastest blockchain in the market. With the TPS that we have right now is of 200,000 TPS, which is like one of the fastest blockchains in the market already. We already have one franchisee startup of the year award last year, and we are here for our new chain validator franchisee opportunity. To give you a brief about new chain, yes, we are the fastest blockchain. We help you build this technology within a period of just 10 weeks and lowering it down to 1 day now. We help people build one of the most customizable technologies. We are a layer zero blockchain. I will be going into deep later about that. At Nuchain, basically we are a Dubai-based company, but right now our operations are in Delhi NCR for the technical teams and the marketing operations. We are backed by Nufi. It is basically a venture arm accelerated by Blockon. It's again a venture arm that is supporting us with the funding and everything. Then our ecosystem partner, which is helping out with the events and marketing, is Web3preneur. And of course, our association with Franchisee India, as you all. So here's our founders portfolio. To give you a brief now about Nuchain as a company, it's part of a much bigger group which is called Blockon. The founder of Blockon is Jagdish Pandya, as well as he's the founder of Nuchain. So we are coming from a very strong background of blockchain and Web3 ecosystem. We have been in this industry for past 14 to 15 years as of now, and we have already built and invested in more than 25 portfolio companies. So Nuchain is not our first project. We have been setting our grounds into the Web3 ecosystem from a much earlier point of view. So now what is our vision with Nuchain? Our mission is basically to implement 100 blockchains on Nuchain. So you can say we want to have a client of 100 top performing blockchains who want to build on our infrastructure. Our major vision is that we put out one of the biggest blockchain unicorns and decacorns on Nuchain platform. Now, to give you a perspective, what is a blockchain actually and what Nuchain is doing with that? So, a blockchain on a very uh, basic level, I will make you understand. So, you have seen a register, right? Like when you go to a hotel or like when you uh, put use a register for marking the attendance, like that, there is a ledger in which you are recording every information. So, a blockchain is not more different than that. Actually, it's kind of similar to that only. It's a digital ledger though. But in that ledger, if you put any value, it will never be deleted. It is viewed by everyone who is having the access to that ledger, and that ledger is unhackable. So when you are trying to hack that particular network, you kind of need quantum computing power to implement the blockchain network and to get the information output. So basically, we call it unhackable as of now. With the current tech, nobody can hack blockchain if any of your data is stored on the blockchain. Because of these points, blockchain is one of the most demanding data storage system as of now. Now, you have seen cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, it's touching 100K dollars, and we have Ethereum, one of the popular blockchains, one of the popular cryptocurrencies. So these cryptocurrencies are one of the use cases of blockchain. Cryptocurrency are built on blockchain. So blockchain is a much deeper, a bigger infrastructure technology. I will say cryptocurrency is like just the 2% utilization of blockchain. And we are here to implement and discover rest 98% of that. So you can see there are millions of benefits of blockchain. We have time and cost efficiency, we have fraud reduction, we have decreasing information security risk, we have pure record keeping, transparency, data immutability, high levels of privacy, smart contracts, that is basically implementing logic on blockchain, tokenization of assets, permission and permissionless blockchain implementation.
Probably there seems to be some problem with the internet, I guess. Diksha, you there?
Yes, I am. Let me just check. Just a minute.
Right. Okay. There seems to be some problem with the internet. I think uh,
Can you tell me where did it stop? Let me,
I can see you or the PPT.
yeah, just give me a minute, just give me a minute.
Meanwhile, I would like to inform all the viewers in case if you will have any kind of question related to the brand, the business, I know this technology is a bit new, but still, in case if any doubt you have to understand this, this business or the brand, you please uh, keep on posting your queries into the Q&A box, and we will get back to you with the answers.
आते हैं ना ब्रांड, 3 ब्रांड आ रहे हैं। कल संजीव ने क्या बताया? संजीव सर ने बताया कि उसमें हम
Okay. Diksha, any update on that? Oh, Pravir is joining back in a moment, right? There seems to be some problem with the internet. Pravir, are you there? Pravir, we can't hear you. Pravir, there is no voice from your side. Yeah. Okay. Meanwhile, Jagdish sir.
Yeah. Apologies, my TV is facing a difficulty in Wi-Fi. By that time, I'll continue the conversation.
Sure. Please.
Have the team to so. Okay.
Sure.
So just a quick introduction. I am Jagdish Pandya, and I am the founder of Nuchain. By the time my team prepares the presentation, we will talk about the business. So, considering it as a technology business, I would rate it this way. When internet came in our way in 1990s, people were not able to understand because the internet was quite new. People were not learning. When internet came, there was a wired internet. Moving forward, the wired internet became the cable internet, and then it came on the mobile side. But this gave a birth to giants like AWS, Google, Tencent, Huawei, and Alibaba, which are the giant internet cloud service providers. So imagine you are running a website called frankcorp.com, then you will have to host it on one server. Similarly, if it is McDonald's, it has to be hosted on another server. So centralized server are used for one single transaction or one single hosting. Now, blockchain is something bigger where all the distributed ledgers or decentralized servers are placed in multiple locations. So imagine if you are a part of Google's cloud network or Alibaba's cloud network, or you are a part of Tencent or Huawei's network, then every time somebody buys a web space, you become a part of that business and the revenue comes to you. Now, since this is not a physical business like restaurants or F&B or garments or education thing, you do not require any physical setup. Your entire setup is hosted virtually, and which we call it as a validator in our language. Now, considering that validator franchisee is also like the similar franchisee that you have in a master franchisee and an average franchisee. Here also we have an opportunity to become a master validator and a normal validator. Also, The franchisee falls under FICO category, franchisee invested and company operated. So primarily, you do not have a responsibility to do any function to run your own franchisee or your node because the cloud server is managed by the company and we charge a small fee on every transaction that is happening to manage these servers. Apart from that, we are also providing you an opportunity to be beyond the geographical location. Imagine if I have a Haldiram franchise for Aero City area or a Gurgaon sector 50, then I can have a next door franchisee in another sector or another area or in the same city. But over here, my customers are not coming from that particular geography. This is the global customers coming. The next benefit of our franchisee is we are providing you exclusivity of only 501 franchises globally, out of which 101 franchises are from master validator and 400 franchises are coming from a normal validator. So these are the exclusivity about the franchises that we are offering. Apart from that, we do have a minimum guarantee kind of revenue from the network share and the number of blockchain that we bring on our business. So imagine you are running an expressway, Dwarka Expressway, where every car that passes through that expressway will have to pay a toll tax. Similarly, in Singapore, we call it ERP, in Dubai, we call it SALIC, but no transport can happen without using this infrastructure. So the holder of this all expressway company shares or who are the part of that particular ecosystem get paid on every car that passes through the transaction. So similarly, in blockchain world, every token, every data, or anything that is being transferred will generate a transactional revenue, and all of our franchises will earn a greater earning on every transaction. Just to give you a heads up, Ethereum, which is world's number one blockchain as a smart contract provider, generated $1 billion in revenue last year, and their current market cap is 387 billion. Similarly, there is a blockchain from India called Polygon, and Polygon has generated $25 million revenue, but their market cap is nearly $5 billion. So from the transactional revenue to the valuation ratio is much, much higher in case of blockchain business as compared to the traditional startup, which is 5 to 10x of their business. So these are the opportunities that we are offering you. Allow me to check with my team if they are ready for resuming the presentation.
Sure, sure.
We can go ahead, right? We can go ahead. Hello.
Praveen, yeah,
Okay, I'm sharing the deck. Okay.
sure.
Okay. So as Devi very well explained about the blockchain journey and what we have of the approach with the franchising model. Now coming back to the engine of blockchain, the validator basically. So consider blockchain like a bank. What it does is basically it store transactions. Now in banks, like the government body, the government entity validates the transactions. In blockchain, all the transactions, basically a transaction can include your data or your cryptocurrency or maybe even a video file, whatever it is. These transactions needs to be validated, and these transactions are validated by the validators. But these validators don't work for free. We need to pay them some amount, and this amount comes from the gas fee that is being used by the users. So this was basically blockchain 101. Now let's discuss about the economic potentials of blockchain and which industries are it's being used. So you can see here on the screen from legal to e-commerce, governance, healthcare, supply chain, every area blockchain is touching its impacts. To give you a perspective, this is the blockchain adoption worldwide. So as we say that blockchain is basically, is going to be implemented in the coming years, it's the compliance is not ready or something like that. None of that is true. Blockchain has been already implemented in more than 20 plus countries. And these are the areas which blockchain is not even being like, implemented, it is being utilized. Now, to give you a perspective, here is the blockchain adoption in India itself. These are all government funded projects in more than 20 plus use cases in more than 18 plus states. Blockchain has been implemented, funded by government. So the government loves blockchain. Now, these are the Nuchain key verticals. Nuchain is currently focusing on six target verticals. So basically, we have chosen six verticals which are like very much being used by the enterprises and the governments. So it is ranging from e-governance, banking and finance, travel, RW, and gaming, entertainment, tokenization. These six vertical together move forward towards a $80 trillion market industry. Here is now a competitive landscape of blockchains. Now, to give you a perspective, there are two types of blockchain. There is permission, and that is called private blockchains, and there is permissionless, that is public blockchains. So you can see here, you have your Bitcoin, Cardano, Ethereum, Solana, and private blockchains, you have Quorum, R3 Corda, Hyperledger Fabric, IBM, and then Nuchain. In both public blockchain or private blockchain, Nuchain right now has one of the fastest TPS of 200K, which is much faster than Solana, that is of 65,000 TPS. Also, other than being the fastest blockchains in the market, we are also the cheapest blockchains with the lowest transaction fee, in which you get 10,000 transactions in $1. Now, coming to the franchisee model. Now, I would like to take the validator up again, in which I was telling you that validator is like the engine of blockchain, which helps in validating the transactions. Now, this is the franchisee model is about. So, we are giving you opportunity to become our validator as a franchisee. You kind of own a stake in the business when you have become a validator. The validator basically helps us run the blockchain. In turn, the validator gets paid through the transactions that are being done on blockchain. So we have two modes in which you become the validator. There is a master validator and then there is a mini validator. We have 101 master validators and we have 400 mini validators. The master validator will have a staking amount of $60,000. The mini validator of $12,000. Franchisee fee $6,000. Franchisee fee for mini validator $1,200. Now moving to the financials, if you are taking the franchisee for $60,000, how it works is basically is we are staking your amount for that particular franchise. So the money is always kind of staying with you. We are just borrowing it for 4 years. That is the standard plan. But we have four plans actually: 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year plans. So if you take suppose a 2 year plan, then two types of income you will be getting. First one is the fixed deposit that is of 18 to 24% that is ranging. This is for $60,000. In which for the second year, if you are taking, then you will be getting a fixed return of 20% and the transactions that is coming on blockchain. So this 20% you are getting from the blockchain development fee, the consultation fee that we are taking from our clients to build the blockchains. The second one is coming from the subscription fee. Basically, the client whoever is using our blockchain has to pay a transaction fee, a gas fee. Whatever gas fee we collected, 80% of that goes to the validator network, 20% we are keeping. So from that, you are getting this particular amount. So if you're doing a 2 year staking, then for a $60,000 investment, $12,000 plus $12,000, you're getting at least $24,000. And we give a blockchain with its capacity of 20 blockchains on our blockchain or 30 blockchains. That is our aim. So when we are onboarding blockchain and when we are collecting gas fee, this is the amount that we are projecting. So for the first year, we are planning to generate from our transactions $44,000, for the year to $66,000, for the third year, $111,000, and the fourth year, $140,000. Within 4 years, we expect our investor to earn this much amount. That is the kind of maximum amount that we are expecting, $363,000. This is when our blockchains have been implemented and we are running at our full capacity of 200K TPS. At minimum, we are expecting $57,000 in a cumulative of 4 years. The same goes for the $12,000 plan. Here again, we have 18 to 24% based on the years, year one, year two, year three, year four. And then for the first year staking, we have $2,000. For the second year, these are the fixed returns. And then for the indicative return that is coming from the transactions on the blockchain, that can come up to $61,000 in 4 years. So again, between $11,000 to $61,000, the blockchain can generate. Now, as Jagdish Bhai mentioned, to give you a competitive analysis about the Ethereum and Nuchain, Ethereum has 9.8 million validators. Nuchain has 501 validators. Last year, in 2023, Ethereum made out a validator payout of $1 billion. And the staking amount for Ethereum is 32 ETH. That comes around 32, somewhere around $120,000, something like that. At Nuchain, you just pay $60,000 and you can basically earn up to 100% return what you have basically invested of. If we even cover the 1% market share, that is of $10 million. So here are the key market drivers. We have Ethereum, Bitcoin, Cardano, Cosmos, Solana. Now, one of the reasons why we are coming in the franchising model is basically we want to bridge the gap between the Web2, that is the current scenario of the internet, and the Web3, that is the blockchain. To give you an example, if you are becoming a miner or a validator in any of these networks, Ethereum, Cardano, Cosmos, or Solana, or Bitcoin, you have to bring your own machine, you have to set up your own system, and then you have to run your own machine 24/7 to earn the rewards. That is also in the form of cryptocurrency. And that is, you're getting like 4%, 5%, 10%, that much only. At New Chain, what we are doing is basically at your end as a franchisee end, it's a pure FICO model. So franchisee invested company operated model. So all the operations, all the technical operations are being done by the company. We are setting up the server. We are managing the blockchain. From your end, you are given investor panel in which you will be seeing just the status of the machine and how much transaction it has processed and how much revenue it has generated. So one of the most easiest onboarding on a validator network our blockchain Nuchain provides you. Other than that, the second silver lining is we are giving you the rewards in direct US dollars. So there is no cryptocurrency involved or a market dependency. You are just getting the rewards in stables. And that also 18 to 24% that is fixed. And it can go up to 300% when the blockchain is coming at its full capacity of 200 KTPS. Now, here is a geography of the validator distribution. So with this representation, we just want people to know that the blockchain is already being implemented. A lot of blockchains like Avalanche, Cardano, Near, Solana, Aptos, all of these blockchains are implementing their validator programs throughout the world. But we can't see India here, right? So this is what our approach is, that all the world is monetizing on blockchain through these validator panels. And now it's basically time for India to get on board with these particular things. So with this franchising model, we are planning to onboard people and like help them monetize through blockchain in a much easier and secure way. Now, as a FICO model, here are some roles and responsibilities of Nuchain and the franchisee, basically validator. So Nuchain will be taking care of all the business activities, KYC, KY process, customer services, rewards management, withdrawal management, validator dashboard, about all the technicalities and everything. As a franchisee, as a validator, your responsibility is just to stake new credits. Basically, that is the internal currency that we have. It's a credit-based system. So one new credit equal to $1. And it's not a cryptocurrency, it's just on the platform. So this is a credit-based system that we run. Then the capital conversion, converting your new credits again into the dollars, and then selling your new credits for withdrawal. And if you are interested, then we send you to local networking events to support our blockchain. And basically, if you want to onboard any client or something like that, you can do it as a franchisee. So here are the 4 steps of registration. Just a minute. Here are the 4 Here are the 4 steps of registration for franchisee. We have the simple registration in which you will be scanning the QR code, the mobile devices, and then you will have to go to the portal where you will be given a validator registration form, of which you will be adding all the details, all the technicalities. After that, Nuchain team will be connecting with you. We will be providing you the full demo of the investor panel and how the transactions will be done, how the validator will be represented there, and where will be you will be collecting your reward. A KYC will be done, proceeding that, in which your background information will be verified. After that, you will be redirected to the payment, in which USDT and INR are accepted. And once the payment is processed, the validator will be activated and the rewards will start coming. So simple onboarding process, no technical equipment required, only KYC is being done, and then the investor panel is given to you. So basically, this is the achievement of New Chain that we got last year through Franchisee India only for the franchisee startup of the year. Here is our team. So we have Jagdish Manya, as you have been already introduced. He's the founder and CEO of New Chain. He has more than 15 plus years of experience in the blockchain industry. He's also the founder of Blockon Group, which is a VC arm of New Chain. It is basically investing in multiple startups. Right now, currently, we have 25 portfolio companies in hand with us. Then we have Mr. Captain Ajay Alawat. He is the CEO of New Chain, and he has been managing operations for New Chain, and he has been cultivating relationship throughout the world with the various governments and enterprises. Then we have Mr. Dhanraji. He's basically the CTO of New Chain, so the technical expertise that he's bringing by building New Chain and the various blockchains that he has built previously. So he's kind of that visionary developer that we have for New Chain and the backbone of the technical infrastructure. So this is it from our end. Now the podium is open for questions.
Right. Thanks so much, Praveer, for the detailed presentation. Before we move on to my question, I mean, to be frank, from being an investor, I would really like you to tell me what will be the onboarding procedures, like step by step, and what you would be expecting me to do, like what would be my KRA, right, daily, what all infrastructure I would require, and why you are asking for money in dollars, why not in rupees? I know the answers, but I know lots of people may not have.
Understood.
Right. Also, I will take one of the question from Gopalji. He's asking like TLC 2.0 going going on launch on Nuchain. I did not understand that. TLC 2.0.
Sure, I'll take that
Uh,
question.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So, as we mentioned in our presentation, we are here to disrupt the industry by providing them the blockchain solution, and which will be 20 blockchain this year, 30 blockchain next year, and 50 blockchain in year 3, that is 2027. Now, we do not have any native token, and we provide $1 for 1,000 transactions. That's our transaction fee. So treat us like a AWS credit. So the coin that Mr. I believe Gopal is asking is not going to be built on new chain, but on new chain, people can come and build their own layer 1, layer 2, and layer 3 chain. And on that layer, coin can be built up. So the particular coin which is mentioning TLC 2.0 is not built on new chain. It is on uh, Binance Smart Chain, BSC, which is a EVM compatible chain. That's the right answer. Next question, please. अच्छा हिंदी में ओके थैंक यू
हाँ, नहीं,
Okay.
वो भी पूछ रहे थे कि हिंदी में भी थोड़ा सा
No,
आप
that's fine, no problem.
इसी चीज को समझा दो।
श्योर श्योर तो ये जो पर्टिकुलर कॉइन की गोपाल जी बात कर रहे हैं वो कॉइन बाइनेंस स्मार्ट चेन के ऊपर बना हुआ है TLC 1.0 एंड TLC 2.0 इज आल्सो मेड ऑन द बाइनेंस स्मार्ट चेन। न्यू चेन के ऊपर पहले लेयर 1 ब्लॉकचेन आएगी, लेयर 2 ब्लॉकचेन आएगी, उसके बाद में कॉइन्स बनेंगे।
Okay, few questions related to why to pay in dollars, why you're asking this money in dollars.
Sure. So we unify our transactions worldwide. जैसे प्रवीर भाई ने बताया कि सारे ट्रांजैक्शंस जो है वो ट्रांजैक्शन वर्ल्ड वाइड होते हैं, सर्वर सारे वर्ल्ड वाइड होते हैं। So I cannot have any deflationary currency. For
True.
example, वियतनाम का मैं डोंग ले लूं, इंडोनेशिया का आईडीआर ले लूं, इंडिया में आईएनआर लूं. So there is one single currency which is there. But with the payment gateways that provide dollar to INR, you can settle it via on-ramp, and on-ramp facilities जो है उससे आप अपने बैंक अकाउंट में INR ले सकते हैं. तो हम एक्सेप्ट करते हैं यूएसडीटी, पे करते हैं यूएसडीटी, बट इसके सामने हम लोग आपको पे कर रहे हैं इन टर्म्स ऑफ आई. USDT can be converted into INR. Okay, I think there is another question regarding okay. हाँ, तो एक क्वेश्चन जो है इनका रिगार्डिंग वन ऑफ आवर शेयर होल्डर. ओके, भाई गोपाल जी का भी है और ये अभिषेक जी का भी है. यस, तो जो न्यूचेन की जो डेवलपमेंट है और न्यूचेन की जो हमने 1 साल से ज्यादा इसके ऊपर लैब और वर्क करके इसको R&D करके बनाया हुआ है, उसकी जो कंपनी है विच इज वन ऑफ द कंपनी बेस्ड इन दुबई वेयर मिस्टर लविश हैज अ शेयर होल्डिंग, इज अ शेयर होल्डर ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. बट क्रिप्टो करेंसी इसके ऊपर कोई बिल्ड नहीं हो रही है इसके ऊपर.
Okay. Guys, any question, any further question if you have, you please keep on putting it in the Q&A box. Sir, I also wanted to understand like a role of a validator. By the way, how many validators do you have in India? Or
Okay, so as per our last conversation, हम लोगों ने 1+4 5 वैलिडेटर जो लास्ट हमारा मीटिंग हुआ था उसके ऊपर 5 वैलिडेटर आर ऑलरेडी existing on our network, and we are expanding our validator network.
What is the average day of a validator? Like what is the process of onboarding and what you would be expecting? Like एक मेरे को रोल चाहिए. रोल के थ्रू आप अगर समझा सको तो.
आपको ही ऑनबोर्ड कर लेता हूँ. लेट्स पुट इट इन अ सिंपलर वे.
हाँ.
ओके, हम लोग एग्जांपल ले रहे हैं मल्टीपल, बट एक सिंपल एग्जांपल मैं देता हूँ आपका मोबाइल का टावर का. ओके, तो अभी आपका मोबाइल जियो हो, एयरटेल हो, बीएसएनएल हो, कोई भी एक पर्टिकुलर आपका एयरटेल का आपका सिम कार्ड है और कंपनी एयरटेल है. तो यूजर जो है वो एयरटेल को पैसा दे रही है, बट टू पुट अप दैट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर दे यूज अ टावर. और वो जो पर्टिकुलर टावर है वो टावर उस इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर का हिस्सा है. जैसे कि अभी इंटरनेट प्रवीण यूज कर रहे थे तो वहां पर प्रॉपर इंटरनेट नहीं आया, तो वो पर्टिकुलर नेटवर्क उनका ब्रोकन अप था. सिमिलरली वैलिडेटर जो है वो एक सर्वर या नेटवर्क का हिस्सा रहता है. तो अगर आपको वैलिडेटर बनना है तो हमारी वेबसाइट पे आना है nuchain.co, और वहां पर आकर आपको हमारा जो वैलिडेटर का फॉर्म है वो भरना है. देन स्टेप 2 जो है तो आपको हमारी टीम विच इज प्रवीर एंड दीक्षा, दे विल डू योर केवाईसी. केवाईसी होने के बाद इफ यू आर क्वालिफाइड, बिकॉज इन वेब3 एंड ब्लॉकचेन बिजनेस गवर्नमेंट के कॉम्प्लायंस के स्टैंडर्ड्स आ गए हैं. इंडिया में एक फाइनेंशियल इंटेलिजेंस यूनिट है, दुबई में वारा है, अलग अलग कंट्रीज के वो रूट्स है. वहां पर आपके क्रिप्टो के ट्रैवल रूट्स भी देखे जाते हैं, आप लेजिट इन्वेस्टर हो कि नहीं वो भी देखा जाता है. उसके लिए केवाईसी या केवाईबी जरूरी है. अगर आप बिजनेस नाम से लेना चाहो तो केवाईबी होगा. उसके बाद में आपको पेमेंट की प्रोसेस जो है वो दिखाई जाएगी कि आपके जो INR है उससे आप बैंक में जो यूएसडी कन्वर्ट करना है तो वो कैसे कन्वर्ट कर सकते हो. उसका एक पेमेंट गेटवे है, उससे आपके अकाउंट में यूएसडी आता है, वो डायरेक्टली हमारे दिए हुए एड्रेस पे आ जाता है. एंड देन यू गेट योर वैलिडेटर सर्टिफिकेट. 1 मंथ आफ्टर योर वैलिडेशन स्टार्ट्स, आपको नेक्स्ट मंथ से हमारे नेटवर्क की रेवेन्यू का शेयर जो 12 to 18% फॉर द स्मॉलर फ्रेंचाइजी एंड 18 to 24% फॉर द मास्टर वैलिडेटर के लिए आ जाएगी. दिस इज द सिंपल प्रोसेस. और आपको अगर वैलिडेटर की बैक ऑफिस का डेमो चाहिए तो वो भी एक सेपरेटली, आप जैसे अभी अपने वीकली प्रेजेंटेशन हो रहे हैं ऐसे आप एक टेक्निकल प्रेजेंटेशन अरेंज करो जिसमें दीक्षा, Praveen and our CTO Mr. Dhanraj will also can join, and they can give you the demo for the validator कि validator का back office कैसे दिखता है.
Absolutely fantastic. ये this will really work, right? We'll maybe try next time in case if we can arrange any such kind of.
आपको 15 मिनट इसमें ऐड करना पड़ेगा. Okay, only 15 minutes. Yeah.
Sure, sure, sure.
Perfect.
Okay. Lalit ji wanted to ask some question, but I would say, Lalit ji, in case if you can put your question into the chat box, that will be best. If not, then I mean, I can arrange a call with you, right, later on. Okay. So why Nuchain need a franchise partner, especially when the company is going to manage the operation?
Sure. So any of the world's largest business requires other people money. Let it be Reliance ho, Adani ho, Ambani ho, Tata ho. Everybody requires and participation from the public money. Similarly, आप फूड चेन में हल्दीराम को देख लो या किसी को भी ले सकते हो, उनको भी फ्रेंचाइज की रिक्वायरमेंट होती है. Now in this case, because it's a technical business, franchisees will not be able to maintain their nodes. उसको सर्वर को अप करना, सर्वर को मेंटेन करना, उसके लिए डेवऑप्स के सीनियर सिक्योरिटी मैनेजर्स होते हैं, ये सबको रखना उनके लिए पॉसिबल नहीं है. इसलिए हमने मैनेजमेंट हमारे पास रखा हुआ है कि सर्वर विल बी मैनेज बाय अस एंड रेवेन्यू शेयर विल गो टू यू. सो सेटिंग अप 501 number of servers requires $10.8 million worth of our franchise network investment, which comes to nearly 100 crore is our requirement. But our closest competitors are making revenue 8,800 crore and above. And the lowest one, जो मैंने पॉलीगॉन का एग्जांपल किया था, उनका जो एनुअल रेवेन्यू 250 करोड़ है. So the revenue on the full scale is much higher. इसलिए हमें नेटवर्क को एक्सपांड करने के लिए फ्रेंचाइजीज की जरूरत है.
True. Yep, that is how franchise works.
Yep.
All right. So I think I don't find any other questions. We probably have already answers all the questions. But yes, the demo wala part एक बहुत बढ़िया चीज है, right? In case we will definitely try for the next session, if we can arrange our demo, so that will help us understand better, franchising KRAs and all. I can see another question from Harsh. Sir, how much time will it take to launch a new chain and how many validators will the company create now?
Okay. So total number of our requirement is 501. It is divided as under one master validator supported by 4 mini validators. It creates a cluster of 5. So each cluster can run one full chain on that server. Similarly, for 100 chain, we require 100 such servers or a set of server 1 plus 4. So we already implemented one layer 1 blockchain and then one is already up and running. We have achieved 2 lakh transaction per second हमने achieve कर लिया है. Setting up server is a day job. The moment the payment is received, we transfer the payment to our hosting partner where the servers are being provided. Control panels हमारे पास आती है और हमारे DevOps engineer की टीम और हमारे CTO सर्वर को पूरा सेट कर देते हैं. उसके बाद में उसके ऊपर ट्रांजैक्शन शुरू होते हैं और next month when your 1 month is completed, you can see your transactional revenue in your back office. So the lead time for setting up the server is 1 day after the payment is received.
Okay. Abhishek
Okay.
Dubey is asking, how is it decentralized if the management remains under your control?
Okay. So this is a good question. The decentralization of nodes, the servers are located in multiple locations. So it is not one central server in my office. Our contract allows you to own that specific share of the server via smart contract. And being a maintenance partner of that particular server, our DevOps engineers, which are located worldwide, are taking care of providing services to you. So in a smart contract, the name of the server, the node number, node's IP, and the reward receiving address जो होता है, वो आपका होता है. But because you are not able to manage it at your end, we just take care of the management part of the server. So it is partially decentralized in terms of managing of the server, but the ownership is legally smart contract के द्वारा आपकी है. As the network expand, 501 different stakeholders हमारे पास होंगे. There is one more question which I will take it directly from here. Why only 500? It's your technology. Why not have 1,000 or lakhs of more? I mean, what is the limitation? So there is no need of limitation. Maybe when I was single, I was living in a one-bedroom apartment. When I got married, I had my family, then it would be two. And then when you have kids, it could be three or four. But there is no need to have the whole building for unnecessary need of a small family. So I believe with the speed and technology that we have created, हम लोग 501 सर्वर पे 100 ब्लॉकचेन के 2 लाख ट्रांजेक्शन करने के लिए कैपेबल है। तो इसीलिए हमें एडिशनल नंबर ऑफ नोड्स या सर्वर बनाने की जरूरत नहीं है। हमारे जो कॉम्पिटिटर है इथेरियम के पास 2 लाख नोड्स है, बट वो बहुत छोटे छोटे नोड्स हैं। एंड सिमिलरली बहुत सारे ऐसे ब्लॉकचेन्स हैं जिसके अंदर आउटडेटेड टेक्नोलॉजी यूज हो रही है, जैसे नोकिया और ब्लैकबेरी का जमाना था, ऐसे बिटकॉइन की एक टेक्नोलॉजी है जिसमें आपको सर्वर घर पे रखना पड़ता है, इंटरनेट रखना पड़ता है, और साथ में आपको कंप्यूटर की प्रोग्राम पजल सॉल्व करते हो तो 10 मिनट में 3 बिटकॉइन निकलकर सारे लोगों के बीच में बढ़ता है। सो दैट इज कॉल्ड प्रूफ ऑफ स्टेक, दैट इज प्रूफ ऑफ वर्क। इथेरियम का प्रूफ ऑफ स्टेक है। जो हमारा है प्रूफ ऑफ सिनर्जाइज पार्टिसिपेशन। 501 लोग सिनर्जाइज होकर पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं और सबको रिवॉर्ड समान और इक्वल डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किया जाता है, इसलिए हमें ज्यादा सर्वर्स की जरूरत नहीं है। देन आई विल कम टू
Divyanshu.
what would you secure the franchise in case of something called breaching occurs in terms of servers and system crisis? It is something like that. Good question. So cyber security has been a challenge to everyone, और actual blockchain का जन्म ही इसकी वजह से हुआ है। The way blockchain works is, imagine blockchain like a book. तो अगर आपकी एक बुक है तो उसका एक पेज दूसरे पेज से कनेक्टेड है, पेज नंबर 1 2 2 3 और 4। और if blockchain is a train, the compartment of trains are interconnected with each other. Now what is going to happen is, बिकॉज अलग अलग नोड अलग अलग जगह पे कनेक्टेड है और डिसेंट्रलाइज्ड है, तो अगर एक सर्वर बंद हुआ है और वो नॉन फंक्शनल है तो मल्टीपल सर्वर जो बाकी के 501 या 1+4 है वहां पर उस डेटा की कॉपी अवेलेबल है। तो आज तक ब्लॉकचेन वर्ल्ड की एक भी ब्लॉकचेन बंद नहीं हुई है एंड हैक नहीं हुई है। हैक क्या होता है? इट इज लाइक कि बैंक जो है, तो बैंक पूरी बैंक के अंदर हजारों कस्टमर के अकाउंट है, बट आप एज ए इंडिविजुअल कस्टमर आपका पासवर्ड किसी का शेयर करते हो तो आपका पर्सनल अकाउंट एज अकाउंट होल्डर बैंक का पर्सनली हैक होता है। ऐसे किसी बंदे का वॉलेट या किसी का अकाउंट जो एक्सचेंज वगैरह है वो हैक होते हैं। साइबर सिक्योरिटी को लेकर ब्लॉकचेन को कोई भी खतरा नहीं है। आप बिटकॉइन को गूगल आउट कर लो, इथेरियम को कर लो, सोलाना को कर लो, नोबडी हैज बीन एबल टू हैक इट। इट इज टोटली हैक प्रूफ, बिकॉज हैक करने के बाद उसको एक डेटा मिलेगा वो दूसरे सर्वर पे ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल ही है, और ट्रांजेक्शन को वैलिडेट करने के लिए जो कंसेंसस होते हैं वो मल्टीपल लोग मिलकर ही उसको अप्रूव करते हैं। तो कोई ब्लॉकचेन में घुस के अंदर से कोई ट्रांजेक्शन निकाल नहीं सकता है।
True. Thank you so much. I think that's it. Don't find any other question, by the way. But thank you so much, everyone, whosoever asked questions. In case if anyone would like to get in touch with us, you can contact us on our hotline number, or you can also contact us, or you can also write to us at our email ID. I'm just sharing it in the chat box. Yeah, so this is the number 9717683838, or you can also write to us at feedback@franchiseindia.in. So that is how you can get connect to us, and then we will have a discussion with the brand in length. So that's it for the day. Thank you so much, JP sir, for being available for this webinar and sharing, insight about the brand. Gopal Sengel is asking, yeah, Gopalji, in case if you can put your number here in the chat box, I will call you, and I will call you personally, and then we can have we will make a plan to have a discussion on this. All right, thanks so much. We'll get back to you after this call. Anyways, yeah, thanks so much, sir, for being available for this webinar. I really appreciate Diksha and Praveer for also supporting this webinar. And again, yeah, the call that we have decided for a 15 minutes of demo kind of thing we'll be doing soon, right? So that, investors can have an idea, how things is going to happen. Yeah.
Sure.
So
thank you very much, everyone, and our sincere apologies for the Wi-Fi glitch that happened.
No problem.
We'll
It's
ensure
all
that
about
next time
technology.
we'll have a better environment. Thank you.
Sure. Thanks so much.
Bye-bye.
Thanks so much, sir, for this
Thank you so much.
presentation.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you so much, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thanks so much.